So what the heck is going on? Well, let me tell you. Basically, it's exactly what the title says. We're going to be using Madden to determine my fantasy league's champion. Because like many of you, I'm sure the unfortunate tragedy with Damar Hamlin, thankfully he's doing better now. It did affect a lot of things in real life and in fantasy football. And a lot of people are scrambling, trying to figure out a way to, in a fair way, crown a champion. Since a lot of players, including my league, as you'll see, had players playing on that Monday night very crucial game. So what I've decided is I'm going to put both teams in Madden, have them play against each other, and the winner will be crowned the champion of our fantasy season. So first, let's get into the rosters. If I have time while I'm editing this, maybe not. What's up to me editing this? I'm going to throw up some graphics and let you guys see the teams. Nevertheless, I'm going to go through the teams. If you guys are new here, I know it's an interesting idea, so hopefully I got some new people watching me. Go ahead and click subscribe. I post a lot of interesting ideas, a lot of interesting content coming your way. Nevertheless, let's get right into it, right? This right here is my friend Michael. My friend Michael, he is a Cinderella story in the making, right? He was 4-8, 4-7 at one point in the season. Out of the playoffs, he climbed his way back in, secured like the 5th seed, which was not that bad, in a 12-man league. He defeated a rival. He defeated a very, very big rival and moves on to the finals, where his team will be determined here, his season. Younghoe Koo is his kicker. I don't know why I started off with the kickers. He's on the Jets because his defense is the Jets. So he started the Jets defense, and who you started in the fantasy matchup does play a part because he has two quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. He had Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes on his team. This is a very good team in Madden and in fantasy. But he started Mahomes, so Mahomes is going to be his starting quarterback. And you're going to see a common denominator with his team. Let me know if you see it. His running backs. We're going to start James Conner, but we also got Jerick McKinnon. Don't worry, Jerick McKinnon is the third down back. So you're going to be seeing both of them featured in the game today. You also had Tyler Algier. So you got 3 running backs. You go to his receivers. Juju Smith-Schuster, Drake London. Those are the only 2 he started. So now I put Deontay Johnson as the 3rd. I put Deebo Samuel here as the 4th because Deebo Samuel is out. So there was no way he was going to start, but he's not on IR. So he is still on the team. So he's in at the 4th slot, and then you got Josh Palmer, right? So those are his 5 receivers, excuse me. And last but not least, his 2 tight ends. He only started 1. Travis Kelce and Dawson Knox. As you can see, he has a lot of Chiefs players. That was kind of his strategy. He traded for Mahomes and Jerick McKinnon at the trade deadline. Already had Juju and Travis Kelce. He has a lot of Chiefs. He invested heavily in that offense. Also, funny enough, has a lot of Falcons. 3 Falcons on this team. Let me know, what team do you think is better? He is going to be going up against... Wait, first let me go to kicker, so there's no spoilers. I don't know why it matters, but anyways, he's going to be going up against the Giants. So it's the Jets defense versus the Giants defense, but here's the offenses. For the Giants, another great kicker, Justin Tucker, the GOAT, right? Then we go to his quarterback. Monday Night Football, Josh Allen. This is why we had to do this in Madden. He has 3 players from that game, right? Michael was up by like 40 or so points, but these 3 players very easily could have overcame that deficit, right? Which is why we're doing what we're doing. You got Josh Allen, his running backs. Wow, 4 of them. Nicholas Chubbulus, Joe Mixon, another player, Raheem Mostert, and Dante Foreman. And for his receivers, Chris Godwin, T. Higgins, Devontae Smith. I got Keenan Allen here because he didn't start him. So Keenan Allen at the 4. And then Tyler Boyd, also someone he did not start. And then we get into his tight ends. Evan Ingram and Darren Waller. Once again, he did not start Darren Waller, so he will be the 2nd tight end on the roster. Evan Ingram and Darren Waller. Those are the 2 teams. Let me save my changes. Fantasy Bowl. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Here we are, both teams loaded in. Here's your top 3 players. Ironically enough, you got 2 quarterbacks here on the Jets side. Like he said, he rostered 2, so we're going to have 2 on the team. The Jets are 75 overall. I don't think you can see what the Giants are. They're 77 overall. The Giants are going to be the home team because Ryan, I didn't even tell you whose team this was. This is Ryan, my brother-in-law. He is the defending champion. He won last season. He made it all the way back to the bowl again this year just for this to happen. So here we go. 15-minute quarters. It's the Super Bowl. I'm going to shut up for a minute, let the Madden do its little presentation because you know what? I kind of like seeing it, and then we will get into the game. Wow. I said I was going to shut up, but here I'm about to talk again, man. Deciding a fantasy championship. Think about that Vince Lombardi trophy. That's our fantasy trophy, man. Super coveted. Josh Allen. Godwin. Who do you guys think is going to win? Comment down below right now. Don't cheat. Comment what team do you think is better? What team do you think is going to win? Super Bowl in Glendale, Arizona. This league, I think it's 5 years running, this fantasy league. It's a friends and family league. We all put in a lot of money. But you know what? It's not the money that people want. It's the trophy. It's the title. The prestige, the bragging rights, the fame, the pedigree, the trophy. I'm really excited, man. I love doing these Madden Sims. Like I said, like the video if you like this idea, because throughout the real life playoffs, I like to sit here and watch these Sims. Might as well, now that I'm posting YouTube videos, post them on YouTube. So subscribe if you want to see more of that. Without further ado, get Duval out of my face, and let's get into it, bro. 15-minute quarters, man. It's going to be a long one. Here we go. First play from scrimmage. Michael's team has the ball first. Mahomes. Boom. Who is that? Fumble, the first play of the game. Ball's out. The Giants defense picks it up. Oh, no. Turmoil off the first play of the game. Unbelievable. Who's number 80? Is that Godwin? Wait, Godwin's on the other team. What am I saying? Juju Smith-Schuster, obviously. Wow. That's how the Super Bowl, the fantasy Super Bowl, is going to start. Oh, we're going to be in for a good one, folks. First play of the game, turnover. Unbelievable. Jets, Michael's team. His team name is Team LeBron. So, Team LeBron, don't get your heads down. You know, the Jets defense is a great defense. Probably the better defense of the two here today, I would say. So hopefully they could pull through for you. CJ Mosley, Gardner, Williams, DJ Reed, Franklin Myers. Here we go. Nicholas Chubbulus in the backfield. Third down, 2 straight runs to Chubb. Only got 7 yards in total. We're looking at a 3rd and 4. Right after the fumble, Juju Smith-Schuster to start off the game. Here we go. Breaking the huddle. Single back, 2 tight end set. Chris Godwin, the lone receiver on the field. He's going to pass, though. Maybe it was a 3 tight end set. I didn't even notice. He tried to hit Godwin in the corner of the end zone. Up for grabs. He doesn't get it. Wow. You know what? Costly mistake, but it only costs you 3. The defense, like I said, stands up. Brand new game. Don't even worry. Shrug it off. Automatic, though. We got 2 good kickers. That's funny. Because, like, you know, kickers don't really matter too much in fantasy football. But here we are in Madden with 2 superstar kickers, and Justin Tucker and Young Wei Koo. No way it happens twice, right? No way this happens twice. Here we go. All right, run it off. That's Jerick McKinnon. There we go. Like I said, here we go. 2nd and 12. After a stuffed run with James Conner, Jerick McKinnon now back in. Still yet to see Travis Kelce touch the ball, but here goes McKinnon. They're having success with McKinnon. Here we go. It's going to be 3rd and short. Man, the way LeBron, the way Team Michael got McKinnon was crazy, man. It was basically a throw-in in a deal where he traded Scary Terry, Aaron Jones, and another player. All of that just basically for Mahomes. And then he also gets Jerick McKinnon in the deal as like a throw-in because the person he traded was going to drop him anyways. Turned out to be a savior come playoff time. Just as you never know. Here we go. 3rd and 3. We got tight end in motion. That might be, I don't know who that is. Here we go. We're going to give it to James Conner, and he has the first down. Ooh, it's going to be close. But yeah, we're going to give it to him. Another run play, and it breaks big into the red zone, into the 10-yard line, or at the 11-yard line. James Conner now. The Jets are putting together a great drive, and it's mostly coming off of the run game. But you know what? After the costly fumble, it's smart. They went to the run. So you know what? Let's slow it down. And here we are. We're back into the red zone. 18.5 yards after contact. Interesting. Here we go. Our first trip into the red zone for the New York Jets. Also, ironically enough, it's New York versus New York. Isn't that funny? I don't know why Ryan had the Giants defense. Touchdown, Travis Kelce. Who else? For our first touchdown of the game. And just like that, Team Michael takes the lead. A throw from Mahomes to Travis Kelce, something we've seen time and time again. Something in real life, though, we haven't seen in 5 weeks. I know you all know that. Nevertheless, we got our first score, first touchdown of the game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen completes it to Evan Ingram.
A nice pass to Evan Ingram on the sideline. And we have a defensive pass interference. Unnecessary roughness on DJ Reed is going to give him 15 more yards. And just like that, they're at the 30-yard line. It was a deep pass to the sideline plus a 15-yard penalty. And just like that, the Giants are already at the 30-yard line. Are we in for a high-scoring affair, ladies and gentlemen? Not necessarily if the Dolphins win. Hold on, we got a big run here from Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, the second running back on this team. But, you know, he's going to see some work too. And now the Giants are first and goal. Right now I'm simming. I have both Michael and Ryan's team in Madden, and I'm simming it right now. It's like the Manning cast. You're like my guest on the Manning cast right now.
Oh.
Do
Yeah,
you
the Dolphins are gonna
have anything you want to say?
Yeah, the Dolphins are gonna beat the Bills.
Okay, well, hold on. Here we go. First and goal. Josh Allen with Nick Chubb to his right. Surveying the field. Hits him. Chris Godwin down the middle of the field. And it's a touchdown. And just like that, a quick strike from the Giants to retake the lead. 10-7 with 5:54 to go in the first quarter. We are in for a high-scoring affair. Both teams have scored a touchdown now. And the Giants have the lead. What do you have to say about that?
I think that is the Giants against who? The Bills or the Bengals?
Well, no, these are the fantasy teams. This is Michael's fantasy team against Ryan's fantasy team.
Okay, who's the Giants?
Ryan.
Oh, against Michael?
Against Michael. He's the Jets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think the Giants are gonna win. Michael's team was inferior the whole way.
So
He got lucky.
you
He
think
got lucky. Thank God that he's okay, that Damar's okay, but I think that if the game would have proceeded, he would have lost.
so you think that due to the cancellation of that Monday night game, Michael schemed himself. Well, he didn't scheme it, but Michael was snuck away with half a ring.
Yes, correct. Absolutely.
Do you think?
He knows it too. He knows it was happening. He knows if the game would have happened with nothing, if it was just been a regular game, that he would have lost. Come on, he knows it.
Do you think that putting both the teams in Madden and letting them play each other is fair?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're gonna see this results that would have happened in the real game. Ryan's team's gonna win. Quote me on that.
Quote me on that. 6-11.
Yeah, quote me on the 6-11. Quote me on that. The Bills win the Super Bowl. Quote me on that.
Okay.
Quote me on that. Bills win the Super Bowl.
Hold on. 3rd and 7. Hold on. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. 3rd and 7. Ooh, an ill-advised pass. It looks like he was trying to hit Drake London there. Falls incomplete. We're going to be seeing our first punt of the game, coming with 4:44 left in the first quarter. Now, here's the thing. Keenan Allen and Deebo Samuel are the best receivers on Michael and Ryan's teams, right? But they're not going to be seeing the field that much because they didn't start them in fantasy. So, but you saw Keenan Allen there. That you will see him sometimes.
Here's Allen to throw it.
2nd and 10, a dump off to Joe Mixon. Also, comment what you guys think. I know it's all hypothetical, which is why we can't settle it with projections. I'll get to that later on in the video. But who do you think would have won? Michael with a 35-40 point lead? Or Ryan, who had Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, and T. Higgins left to play? I'll leave it at that. 3rd and 3. Nick Chubb back in the game here. Chris Godwin on the bottom of your screen. He's looking right. He's going to hit the slot receiver, Devonta Smith, to get the first down. And Godwin will take them into the red zone, basically. At the 21-yard line, the Giants are back in the red zone. So, the Giants have made it to the red zone on all 3 of their possessions. Yes, one of them basically started there after the fumble, but they had a quick drive, and they're back here again. The Jets, on the other hand, they went turnover, touchdown, and punt. So, I don't know. Is that a precursor for things to come? It's still very, very early. But you would love to see a stop here. Bend but don't break. Here we go, an audible. Uh-oh. Looks like they just flipped the play, maybe. No. was a totally different play. Looks like they're going to check down to a run. Nicholas Chubbulus with a block, and he has some space. Nick Chubb, off of the audible, scores for the New York Giants. And uh-oh, there's trouble in I was going to say trouble in New York, but I think you know why that doesn't work. But the Giants jump out to a 17-7 lead, a 10-point lead, still in the first quarter. A lot of scoring, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, for Team Michael. The last play of the first quarter, Mahomes back to pass, a bullet, and it's going to be a first down a little bit more for Juju Smith-Schuster, who does not fumble the ball. 7-17. Only one incompletion in that first quarter for Patrick Mahomes. And the Giants, Team Ryan, Raiders for life, have the lead. Play action and sacked on the safety blitz. Julian Love blowing it up, and they're going backwards. The first sack of the game goes to the Giants on Mahomes. That play action, man, James Conner did not go for the block. He went out for the route. And that's tough. 2nd and 18. We got to get some yards back here. Travis Kelce, besides that one touchdown pass, as he gets sacked once again, it's Big Ellis coming in. 3rd and 26, 2 sacks on back-to-back plays for this Giants defense. And I said coming into this game, I thought Michael lucked out with the better defense, but it's been the Giants defense forcing a 3 and out, getting 2 sacks here. Uh-oh, the Jets and Mahomes are in trouble. And I was going to say, Travis Kelce, besides the touchdown pass, he's not really been involved in this offense, something that I think needs to change. They've been leaning on the run game very heavily, but I mean, 3rd and 26, there's not really a run play you can call here to try to get him out of this hole. Uh-oh, and Josh Allen and Nick Chubb both have their X Factor activated. Oh, Nick Chubb is going to go off. Operating with ease, Josh Allen once again back to pass. He's going to hit T. Higgins in the middle of the field. And this has just been really easy, really methodical, and really easy every single drive as T. Higgins gets his first catch of the game. 3rd and 1. I mean, you got to hand this off to Nick Chubb, right? He's having a game of all games right now. He has his X Factor activated. No, they're going to pass it. Nick Chubb's blocking. He's going to hit the check down off the curl route. Who is that? Is that Evan Ingram? I believe so. It is Evan Ingram with the 2nd catch of the game. And they get a first down. Man, they didn't hand it off to Nick Chubb. That needed to be a stop for the Jets there, man. They're now creeping into field goal range. Keep in mind they have Justin Tucker. This is very tough, man. Wow, after the false start, I was looking down. A big play from Evan Ingram, as you can see. Hits him in the flat, but 2 linebackers can't catch him. He runs it upfield off the sideline. They're 1st and goal, I think inside the 5. Here we go, 1st and goal at the 3. Bad news for the Jets. Bad news for Michael's team. And they're not going to hand it off to Chubb. They're going to throw it. And it's intercepted. Oh, my God. T. Higgins didn't put his hands up. And he's running. Who is that? I think it's Ashton Davis. The 40, the 50. He's on the other side of the field. Can Nick Chubb catch him? No one's going to catch him. Oh, my God. The game just got flipped on its head. Holy crap. When it was looking like it's going to be over before it even started. Midway through the 2nd quarter, Ashton Davis for the Jets. For Team LeBron. A pick 6. Where was T. Higgins looking? Oh my God, a ball hawk from their own end zone. He takes it end zone to end zone and scores a touchdown. And this game just got interesting again. Right when they're about to put him to bed. Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes both clapping on the sideline. Ashton Davis, who would have thunk it? In a game with so many superstars, he's making the play of the game so far for Team LeBron. Wow. They drove down the field so methodically, time and time again, and finally to get the big play they needed. Why are the Giants turning into Pete Carroll Seahawks and not running the ball? You got Nick Chubb with X Factor activated as the PAT is good. Young Wei Koo. Why are they not handing the ball off to Nick Chubb in that situation? I mean, at least on 1st down. Wow. Josh Allen, who's having a great game. I mean, he hit T. Higgins, but T. Higgins really wasn't looking for it. And Ashton Davis makes a great play. And we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, we needed that, bro. We needed that. People were about to start clicking away. Hopefully you didn't click away, man. I'm telling you, stay put. It's going to be a good game. Oh, man. We have a game now. Now it's one of those games, man, where the Giants have had all the momentum. The game is going their way. The Jets only put together one good drive. But here we are. Only a 3-point lead. But how will the Giants respond? How will Ryan's team respond? How will Josh Allen respond. Wow, another roughing the passer call, and that's going to put them on the opposing side of the field. Just like that. Nick Chubb back in the game, who still has X Factor. Do not forget. Ooh, maybe not after that. Will he get back to the line of scrimmage? He lost the yard. So I spoke too soon. Is that announcer's jinx? Who knows? Nick Chubb lost his X Factor, but you know what? 2nd and 11. They are almost in field goal range. 4th and 7, and the Jets do not have the field goal block team out, but they're going to try a field goal from the shield. And it's off the upright. Justin Tucker missed it in the Super Bowl. That's bad karma. Oh no, I don't like that. Why is he not wearing number 9 first and foremost? Second most, he hits it. It's a doink in the Super Bowl. And the momentum has flipped on its head. Ooh, Brian Daboll's not happy about that. I mean, the Jets didn't even think they were going to really go for it. They had their defense on the field, and they tried to hit it from midfield, and Justin Tucker was so close. He had the length, just a little off to the right. And now the Jets have an opportunity to retake the lead. After a crazy play by their defense and another great stand at midfield, they get the ball in decent field position. Oh, here we got a call coming in right now, but can they end the half with points? Michael, I had someone on the Manning cast earlier, and they said that, you know, obviously respect and prayers to Damar Hamlin, but they said that this situation might have saved your fantasy season. What do you have to say about that?
I would say that Jacob and Kevin need to stop talking because I took them both out single-handedly. No problemo at all. Didn't even break a sweat. Had the reserves in.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go. You hit Dawson Knox for a first down. At the 2-minute warning, you're in a red zone. You're in the red zone, 2 minutes to go. Do you think this is a fair way to decide which team would win? Put you guys in Madden?
You know, I think so. I think that when you have the best quarterback in the league, because Matthew Stafford was hurt this year, you have the best shot to win the title at all times.
Yeah, well.
And when you have the best tight end and you have an emerging star from USC and Drake London, it's a championship caliber team.
I will say Nick Chubb is having a great game on the other side of the ball. Are you worried?
I would say Matt is unrealistic in that aspect.
Well, hey, I mean, Travis Kelce, he's having a great game. It's a pass. It's a slant. Who is that? Oh, it's Deontay Johnson. I forgot you had him. That may be the first time we saw him today.
Deontay Johnson was big in my semifinal victory over the number 1 seed, Jacob Mary. You know what I mean? I don't really want to rely on the Pittsburgh Steelers offense ever in my life. But
true. Get James Conner on your team.
So what happened was on the trade deadline, I was just chilling, and I got a random text from Jacob Mary saying he wanted to trade James Conner for Alexander Madison. And like I do at Texas Roadhouse, I licked my chops and said, send it over.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob, if you're watching this, you probably are, man. That was a tough decision. Might have cost you. And it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. It's Deontay Johnson off the bunch. It's a spacing play, and he hits him in the middle of the field. And there you go. The Jets score a touchdown to end the half.
What's crazy is I don't think Deontay Johnson ever scored a touchdown for me when I started in my lineup.
He didn't. Deontay Johnson went all season without scoring a touchdown ever in the real life in the NFL. He did not score a touchdown this season.
He has half a ring for me, so that's all that matters.
Wow, and just like that, and let me tell you, this game, it's been worth the price of admission so far. It's been back and forth. Let's just say it's still a one-possession game. The Giants, they still have all 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball left. They're going to get the ball back with a handful of seconds left here in the first half.
McKinnon also another league winner for me off another trade, actually.
I know. I talked about that already, but tell me your thoughts on that trade.
So when the trade went down, it was originally, I believe, I was sending over Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Jones, and Scary Terry for Patrick Mahomes and Deontay Johnson. But then just at the end, like right before I already sent the trade, he's like, wait, I'm going to drop McKinnon. You just want him. And I was like, sure, screw it. I'll take him.
Wow.
That ended up being the difference right there.
The guy was like top 5 RB in the fantasy playoffs. That trade for McKinnon plus the trade for James Conner off for nothing, those are your 2 starting running backs come playoff time. That's unbelievable.
And then if my other trade, Jeff Wilson for Debo, would have actually probably put me over the edge for sure. But then, Kyle Shanahan's just not a good coach at managing his team. He always puts them in important situations to get injured. Story of their lives.
They're not calling a timeout here. The clock is ticking around 30 seconds to go. They're at midfield. Josh Allen and the Giants. 2nd and 7. See what they do. They only have one timeout left. 30 seconds and ticking. Drops back to pass. He's looking, surveying left, goes right, comes back left, hits the middle of the field. They're going to have to call a timeout here. It's Devontae Smith inside the 30 after 27-yard line, easily in Justin Tucker field goal range. It's a freaking 1-point game at half. I'll let you go, and you know what? It's going to be a good second half.
Hope to see us come out victorious at the other end.
Speaking of Super Bowl halftimes, Rihanna, hello. What do you guys think she's going to play? I mean, Diamonds. Right? What's My Name? Umbrella. I don't know. She got so many hits, bro. Work. Who do you think she'll bring out? Because, you know, every Super Bowl halftime show has a guest. Who do you think she'll bring out? Jay-Z? Drake? I don't know. A$AP Rocky? Here we go. 2 quarters to decide it all. You can't say the first quarter. You can't say the first half was not worth it, ladies and gentlemen. That was an insane first half. All we can do is hope and pray for a just as good second half. It's going to be a good one down the wire. Here we go. 2 plays, and they're already at the 40-yard line. They're going to hit Chris Godwin, breaks a tackle. 3 plays, 3 first downs, all passing, all through the air. 2 to T. Higgins, 1 to Chris Godwin here. Here we go. Looks like we're going to go back to the run game now. No, it's play action, and C.J. Mosley blows it up. Once again, similar to the sack we saw in the first half on the Jets, the play action really doesn't work out. The running backs in Madden, I guess, they do not account for the blitzer right there. He just goes on his route, and C.J. Mosley, former Raven, blows up that play for the first sack of the Jets defense. Justin Tucker coming on for another kick here. 47 yards. Banged it. Back to pass, first play of the second half for this Jets offense, and they're going to hit him. Drake London for a first down. Patrick Mahomes having a great game, only 1 incompletion. Wow. Jared McKinney, no, only 3 rushes, but he's been effective with it. 7 yards on that carry. They are now officially in the red zone. 2nd and 3. Action. He's going to shoot, and he gets Juju once again. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. The Jets can now retake the lead once again in what's been a back-and-forth Super Bowl. You can't really ask for much else here. Mahomes to pass. Quick strike once again. And here we go. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And like we were talking with Michael earlier, a player who scored 0 touchdowns in real life. He traded for him at the trade deadline. And in Madden, he's paying dividends with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets retake the lead. Allen's going to run with it, another slide, and he's going to get 8 yards there on the carry. I am now joined by the one and only S. Breezy.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Hey, going into in real life in fantasy, who did you think was going to win, Michael or Ryan?
Like going into the Monday night game or the week in general?
No, the week in general.
I really thought Michael would, just because of the Chiefs, because they were going off
yeah.
So in the playoffs. But then when we went into Monday night, I thought Ryan was gonna take it.
Yeah, a lot of us did. Yeah, I know. And it was looking good for Michael after that first quarter, but you know, after it stopped, who knows, man?
Yeah, no, that was just unfortunate.
For real. Do you think it's fair how we resolved it?
I think it was the only way to where nobody really got screwed over.
Hold on, a screen pass here to Nick Chubb, and he breaks it big for about 25 yards, and the Giants are now operating on the other side of the field.
Dude, Nicholas Chubbulus, bro.
Nicholas Chubbulus, midway in the 3rd quarter, off his back foot, pressure in his face. Josh Allen gets the ball away. A great executed screenplay, and like I said, they break it for about 25 yards. Ooh, and now when they're in the red zone, they hit T. Higgins for about 20 or something yards. Was it a mistake letting him get Josh Allen, bro, off that trade? Wait, you're the one who traded him to him, huh?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I just messed up when not even that trade, just all my trades. I got to learn from this year in fantasy.
Hey, here we go. Nick Chubb down the middle, 5 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line. Yeah, man, what would you say, bro? Your first year in the league, what'd you learn?
I think I just learned to not make very impulsive decisions. So, you know, especially when it comes to trading. And you said something very smart the other day. You said no move is sometimes the best move. So
hey, this is true. I was talking about Kevin, man. Kevin, you know, sometimes when his team has a bad week, he thinks he needs to make a move. But when there's nobody out there willing to make the move, like I said, sometimes no move is the best move.
Yeah, you know, you just got to give your guys time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I.e. Austin Eckler after 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, talk about a move that maybe shouldn't have been done, you know?
For real.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
Man, these quarterbacks are having great games on both sides, Mahomes and Allen, man. This is a great freaking Super Bowl matchup here in Madden.
Man, those guys always end up in the finals in a fantasy league, bro. Somehow,
true.
someone.
Man, so are you buying into the fact that you should draft these QBs high then?
I mean, the way I see it is in fantasy, the QBs, like those guys, like and the Joe Burrows and Jalen Hurts, they're all very great, and they'll get you like 30 a week. But when you look at a lineup in fantasy, the majority is wide receivers and running backs. So I would still value those more.
Josh Allen running with the ball.
Exactly, yeah, and you can still get a second-tier QB that'll get you at least like between 20 to 25 a week, which is still good when your other guys are getting you 30 plus.
No, that's true. It's hard to pass up on those premium, running back and receivers in the second, third rounds.
Yeah, no, it's hard to pass up on the QBs too, though. I mean, it's tempting to take a guy like Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes. Trust me.
Especially when they find themselves in the playoffs and in the championships, bro. Time and time again. Here we go. It's 1st and goal. It was a play action pass. Josh Allen decided to keep it and run with it. He got tackled at the 1 yard line. It's 1st and goal at the 1. They come out in goal line formation. Nick Chubb in the backfield. And they're going to give it to the up back. It's Joe Mixon. And he gets stopped. Joe Mixon gets stopped.
That would have been a real problem for Michael right there, man.
It would have.
Joe
Mixon, bro. Yo, man, this is a problem for the Giants. Let me just say this. This is not their first time at 1st and goal, and they did not walk away with points last time they were at 1st and goal. They need to execute here in the short distance. They're going to elect to pass the ball as a quick hitch to T. Higgins, and he catches it for the touchdown. And the Giants, they retake the lead, ladies and gentlemen, with just about 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a back-and-forth game.
Oh, man, I'm really pulling for Michael, but the way it sounded, bro, I don't know.
Dude, it's been so back and forth. Honestly, like, this game, for, like, entertainment-wise, so far, we'll see how the 4th quarter plays out. But I don't know, man. It couldn't have gone any better. It's been high scoring, good defense, but even better offense. And they're going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game.
Wow. Hey, I mean, it's a championship. You gotta do everything.
Back to pass. He rolls out. He hits Nick Chubb in the flats, and he dives in. And the 2-point conversion is good.
Wow.
The rings that Ryan and Michael got here, these half rings, are they valid or are they Mickey Mouse?
I mean, I wouldn't say they're very Mickey Mouse just because the league was competitive.
True.
And the way it happened, it's unfortunate how it happened, but
no one's
everybody gave it their all. Yeah, no, we can't control it. So I would say it's half, but hey, it's valid though. So I mean, it's still more than what most people in the league have. So
this is true. This is true. Yeah, man. I mean, half a ring, bro. People would kill for half a ring.
Yeah, man, and I'm not trying to throw shade at my fellow league members, including myself. I don't have one either, dude. So, half a ring is better than no ring.
That's true, man. That's true. Who do you think is a sleeper? Oh, my God. Hold on. James Conner's breaking a big run here. They're now already at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. But you know what? The Jets are putting together a drive here. But who do you think is a sleeper team manager that next year, could find himself making a deep playoff run?
I think next year, honestly, I think Chris, the guy that was in last
for a
majority of the time, he was a waiver wire warrior, bro.
This is true.
He didn't give up. And, like when you were grading our teams, you said he always finds a way in the playoffs. I think he will.
It's true.
He doesn't give up. And
he doesn't give up.
He also learned from this year. He took some guys that, some of them were getting hurt, like Mike Will. He plays 1 week, gets hurt. It just was unfortunate for him.
No, that's true. That's a great answer because I knew Chris's team was suspect after the draft, but I mean, even here, if he would have just started picking up a little bit sooner, who knows? He could have found his way into the playoffs, man. He always finds a way.
Oh, dude, Kyle, I still don't understand what Kyle meant when he said he had to trade away Mahomes, but I mean, well, maybe one day he'll really explain it.
He said I had to blow up my team.
Yeah, but
fire sale.
And, dude, yeah, for real, everything was just on the market, man.
Everything's 80% off.
Yeah, that was an interesting day, trade deadline.
No, I was
Very
so embarrassed. It felt like a real freaking GM, man. The phone was ringing nonstop all day.
Yeah, if I can give anybody an advice, don't draft Jonathan Taylor. And when it comes to the trade deadline, just trade with Kevin. You're good.
Trade with Kevin. He's always willing to trade. You know what?
Yeah,
That's some good advice.
He'll hear you out.
Here we go. Well, we got a 3-point lead. It's a close game. We're going into the fourth quarter. I'm gonna let you go, Simon. Thank you for hopping on, man. It's gonna be a great end of the game, man.
Okay. Always a good time talking to the commish, you know. Hope everything goes well. And I'll see you guys next time.
I'll catch you later, bro. All right, back to the game. Here we go. 3rd inches. We're going to go with the play action, roll out, hit James Conner, and they get the first down, a gutsy play call. And it's a fumble, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, my God, and the ball goes backwards. So now it's a 4th down. It's 4th and 1. Oh, no. James Conner looked to have the first down. He gets stripped. The second fumble costly for the Jets. And the progress of the ball, as you can see, it has the first down, fumbles the ball, carries itself out of bounds backwards. It's now 4th down. Wow. 4th and 1. Can Younghoe Koo hit this? Or are they even going to attempt it? Or should they just go for it? Right? We're already getting to that late stages of the game. They're down by 4 points after the touchdown by T. Higgins. Almost forgot I was talking to Simon. We're in deep, good conversation, good interviews. They go for it on 4th down. Hit Drake London. A quick strike. Yeah, that was Simon. He had the first pick in the draft this year. He was a rookie coming into our fantasy league. Drafts Jonathan Taylor. That's really unfortunate. But he also drafted Javonte Williams. Even more unfortunate. His fantasy season was already over before it even started. But you know what? He tried to make some trades. And like he said, he learned. And that's the biggest thing, you know. We weren't really expecting him to win it all in his first year. But he definitely learned a lot of key things. And you know what? Great things from Simon to come. He's a good man. But wow, what a way to... I mean, I cut off the interview there, and that's the first couple plays we get. Here we go. We're going into the 4th quarter. It's a very, very tight game. Can they get into the red zone here? Back to pass Mahomes. He's going to dump it off to James Conner. Don't fumble it. After a 6-yard run by McKinnon to give him a first down, they are now officially in the red zone, and that is where we will start the 4th quarter for the Jets. Down by 4. Why do I keep saying 4? My God. Down by 3. Can I do math? Sorry about that, folks. Going into the 4th quarter, down by a field goal. Anybody's game in our fantasy Super Bowl. 3rd and 1 at the 12. 3 receivers to his right. Travis Kelce lined up to his left. Oh, and he goes for Drake London, but gets broken up. Wow. They're going to have to kick a field goal. We're going to have a tie game. The kick is up. And he nails it, man. These kickers are going to become very vital down the stretch. I mean, you can't write it. You can't script it any better. A tie game, 31-31. Going into the 4th quarter. Wow, man, I can't say it enough. This game has been as good as advertised. Look at the total yards of offense, though. We'll talk about that in a second. Josh Allen back to pass. Quick strike to Darren Waller. It's been a lot of quick strikes. 3-steps and 3-step drop and boom, out of his hands for Josh Allen and Mahomes. But, man, the total yards of this game. The Giants have, like, all the total yards. It's like 400 total yards of offense to, like, barely 200 compared to the Jets. But we have a tie game. The defense, big plays. And the Giants' inability to finish when they get down there in 1st and goal. Now operating in Jet territory. Josh Allen has his team 1st and 10. Drops back to pass. Darren Waller looks open, but he's going to try. And he fumbles! Picked up by Nick Chubb, but he gets sacked from behind and he drops the ball. He was looking to run. I thought he had people open down the field. Nevertheless, he decides to tuck and run, and it almost cost him. Wow, he just gets his stick from behind. Luckily, Nick Chubb is there. Franklin Myers of the Jets defense and Michael's team almost caught a break, but evidently it's Ryan's team that catches the biggest break, holding on to the football there. Oh, man, and he gets sacked on 3rd and 9, making it 4th and 19. He was trying to roll out. Maybe didn't have anybody down the field. He was looking to get it all back. And Franklin Myers, once again, wraps him up. Oh, first play of the drive, and he gets sacked by McFadden. Whomever that may be. Giants fans, excuse me. But middle linebacker McFadden off the blitz. Once again, it's that play-action pass. Have we found a glitch within Madden? I don't know. But it happens for the 2nd time to the Jets. Already happened to the Giants previously. The play-action, the running back does not pick up that blitzer coming in. and it's a free sack on the quarterback, and that's going to put a halt in what they had planned for this drive. 2nd and 19. Uh-oh. And they're coming out in an I formation. And they're going to have a false start. Ugly, ugly, ugly start to what could have been a put-away drive for Michael's team. Will they try to get it all back, or will they play it safe? They are going to pass. The blitzer is coming. McKinnon picks it up, but no! He got the ball away? No, it's sacked on the 1-yard line. It could have been a safety. It could have been an incomplete pass. That's our 4th sack for the Giants. 7 sacks in total. Was that Azeez Ojulari who got in there? I'm not quite sure. I think it might have been. Oh, man, that was so close to being a safety. Jerick McKinnon picked up the block for a second, and it was Azeez that got in there, man. Oh, no, and now they have to punt the ball with their backs against the wall. This is as far back as you can go, and they have to punt the ball away. 4th and 34 in the Super Bowl. Something you don't want to see. Oh, no. Will we see a block here, folks? Oh, no. No block. He gets the punt away. Ooh, it's a nasty one. He gets it to midfield. 3rd and 2 after an incomplete pass and another draw play to Mixon. Here we go, knocking on the red zone door. Quick strike. And he hits his target, Devontae Smith. In the red zone, a new set of downs. Every play matters here. Under 6 minutes to go. Josh Allen back to pass. It's just another screen play. He has space in front of him. Joe Mixon, 1st down and touchdown. He scores and he showboats. I don't know what that move was, but Joe Mixon retakes the lead for the Giants off a screen play. Off the back foot once again. That play has worked once before, and now it goes for a touchdown. And with under 6 minutes to go, the Giants now have a touchdown lead. Ryan's team controls the game. Patrick Mahomes, no stranger to the Super Bowl. No stranger to this scenario. No stranger to clutch games. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, no stranger to each other playing in clutch games come January. But they got brand new teams here. More so Josh Allen than Mahomes. He still got, Kelsey and company. Here we go. 5 minutes to go. What can they do? They're going to hit Deontay Johnson, who's been his favorite man in the second half. Wow, Patrick Mahomes' stats is unreal. He's been playing out of his mind. Once again, New York at midfield. It's a handoff to James Conner, gets a block, and he breaks into the second level. 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd, yeah. 2nd and 3, operating once again on the other side of the field. What a back and forth game. I mean, the Giants held a 10-point lead at one point, but some miscues let the Jets come back into the game, and only up by 7 now. The Jets are hoping to at least tie the game here. But look at the time. Can we be seeing overtime here? Unbelievable. Hits Drake London. Oh, man, we're running out of time, folks. I mean, if they score a touchdown, do they go for 2? Or do they play for overtime? Oh, no. Oh, no. We could be in for a long one, folks. Oh, man, I mean, this could very well be the last drive for both teams in regulation. Another quick strike, intercepted. Oh my God, he tried to hit Drake London. He has no one in front of him. It's going to be a pick 6. Who is that? The 30 is Fabian Moreau. The 10, Mahomes, you cannot catch him. It's a touchdown. And oh my God, it's a 14-point lead. We only have 3 minutes left in the game. That could have salted it away, folks. He raises you the Ashton Davis pick 6, and he gives you that one in the 4th quarter. Oh no, a big miscue. Drake London got jumped by Fabian Moreau, the unsung hero. First Ashton Davis, now Moreau. A 14-point lead with only 3.5 minutes to go. Excuse me, 2.5 minutes to go. It might be insurmountable, folks. Ryan, Raiders for life. The New York Giants might have just salted this one away. Uh-oh. Oh no, and we're just talking about how perfect of a game Mahomes was having. He was having a great game. The extra point is good, of course. Wow. No way. Oh no, and the Jets were taking their time. They were being methodical. Like I said, just before that happened, I said that could possibly have been the last possession of regulation. Because of how slow they were taking it, they are now going to have to pick up the pace tremendously. They need to score fast, and if they don't score in the next minutes, they're going to have to try for an onside kick.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
A deep drop back. He's going to step up and launch it downfield. It's up for grabs. Diontae Johnson almost had it. Oh, no. It was a little bit underthrown. It was just a little bit underthrown. Oh, man. That could have been it. That would have gave him enough time. Oh, man. Man, the Jets have the right idea, though. They need to use Mahomes' arm strength. They need the quick strike here, man. Oh, it's a fake pass, and he's going to go down the field. Travis Kelce, his favorite target. Well, you got to hurry up, though. I mean, are we going to take it to the 2-minute warning already? It looks like they are. Screen pass almost gets blown up. Uh-oh, and they don't get out of bounds. What are they going to do? They're not calling a timeout. They got to hurry up, though. This is not great. Oh, no. Oh, that play to Diontae Johnson, if it was just thrown a little bit further, that would have been a play and a half. Oh, they are going no huddle, so that's fine. Okay. Come on. Strike him. Oh, my God. He keeps on checking it down. Cut it up, Phil McKinnon. Hurry up again, please. Ah, this is not great. We're getting into the territory where they might have to do an onside kick. That sucks. Go downfield. Oh, Travis Kelce. He gets out of bounds. All right, here we go. They're at least going to have some sort of a chance, man. You got to score here. We're going to need an onside kick. You still have 2 timeouts. Oh, my God. We've seen crazier things, but this right here, this is insane. Here we go. Travis Kelce all alone just standing there, and he gets the touchdown. Travis Kelce coming alive is too little too late. It's going to take an onside kick with 23 seconds left, folks. Oh, man, it just wasn't quick enough, and you can't wonder what could have been if Diontae Johnson would have caught that ball. I mean, it was underthrown, but he still had a chance to get it. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Wow. 10 plays, it just took too long. He was 9 for 10 on the drive there with that one incompletion to Diontae Johnson. That's the one that's going to kill him. Oh, man. Here we go. It's onside city. Young Wei Koo. Wait, are they not going for the onside? They're going for the onside, right? Here we go. Onside kick, ladies and gentlemen. For the Super Bowl. Oh, he somehow teleports into his hand. And that, just like the commentator on Madden said, will just about do it. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Michael on a great season. Like I said in the beginning, a Cinderella run. It truly was an honor to see him go all out on the trade deadline. All the trades went his way. He had a great season, but it's time to crown a new champion. Not a new champion, excuse me. A returning champion. Ryan, the Giants. They say the road to the bowl is a hard road to climb, but it's even harder to do it 2 times in a row. The elusive ring, he caught it twice. It's all over. They are the fantasy champions, Raiders for life. Ryan, host up the trophy. The trophy is staying home. Not 1, not 3, but 2 rings. Settled on Madden. Celebrate it. The confetti rains down. For Michael, it's hard to wonder if he will ever make it to this point again. He's had rough seasons in the past. He needed a lot to go his way this season. It all went his way. Some great trades down the line. It was not enough to beat the back-to-back champion. Josh Allen, seemingly your Super Bowl MVP. He also acquired him through trade thanks to S. Breezy, someone we talked to earlier. Hoist it up. Your champions, the New York Giants. Let's take a look at the stats before we end it. Player stats. Let's start with the losing side. I mean, what a game out of Mahomes. If he doesn't throw that interception, it's one of the best games we've seen in a Super Bowl, bar none. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, super efficient. Only 6 incompletions, but a crucial turnover. If you look at the running, McKinnon, when he got the ball, he was efficient, but so was James Conner. You know, no one cracked 100, but it was fine. And Travis Kelce, he was quiet until it came to the 4th quarter. He came alive, 8 for 85 and 2 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes, he spread the ball well. If you look at Josh Allen, you know, more yards, less touchdowns, same amount of interceptions. Their passer ratings is almost the same. Josh Allen gets a little bit of a nudge. And Nick Chubb, he was explosive in the first half. They went away from him in the second half and almost cost it them. But you know what? It turns out all right. T. Higgins, man. Evan Ingram. Once again, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes put on a clinic on passing the ball around, distributing it to everybody on the team. Even Keenan Allen got a catch here, ladies and gentlemen. But that is going to do it. Ryan, you would be our champion. Scratch, record scratch. Come on, guys. I mean, I don't know how this is going to sound. I kind of went full screen here. Let's see. But, I mean, did you really think that's how we were going to settle it at all? I mean, this was fun and all. I'm definitely going to send the results to the group chat, let the league know who would have won if we did it this way. But I just want to say this, a quick PSA to all my fantasy people out there. This season was one like no other, right? I mean, how crazy is it that literally the last game that would have mattered for all of fantasy, the whole fantasy world, ends the way it did? I mean, with no ending at all. I mean, you cannot be mad. It's out of anybody's control. A man almost died on that field. That's real life. That's not fantasy. That's real life. Thankfully, he's recovering and it's looking like he's going to be okay. Or else who even cares what the outcome of these fantasy matchups would have been. But luckily, the world is able to move on knowing that he's going to be okay. But to think that you could solve this any way except ending in a tie, the only way there can be a definite winner in your fantasy leagues is if the person that had the lead was already insurmountable or nobody was playing in that game. Like, for instance, I was in another league where I was up by 80 points and all they had left was Stephon Diggs. I won. You know what I'm saying? That's not up for debate. But if you had a matchup that's up for debate going into Monday Night Football, you cannot use projections. Fantasy football is not won by projections. How many times do projections pan out? Rarely ever. People boom, people bust. You can't go off projections. You can't go off averages. It's just not fair. You can't use your bench because you know what? You didn't start him. And if you had 2 running backs, 2 receivers on your bench, who's to say which one you would have started? Obviously, you're going to go with the one with the most points, so you can't do that. And you can't go to week 18 because week 18 isn't today. You're never going to be able to recreate what the matchup would have done. You started these players knowing the matchups, knowing who they're going to play against, not thinking that, okay, I'm going to start them here against the Chiefs, against the Broncos, but they're going to play in week 18. You can't do it. It's just not fair. Now, if your league decides to do it that way, fine, as long as everybody is fully in agreement. But I'm letting you know right now, that's not fair. There's no way you can recreate what we had. I mean, it's just a lost season and there's nothing we can do about it, and you definitely can't be mad about it. I just want to let that out there for everybody to know. I mean, you could do things like this, putting them in Madden and stuff like that. That's always fun. But realistically, if the game was close, if it was going to be a toss-up down to the wire, I mean, you have to do co-champs this season. And that's what we ended up doing. So all jokes aside, congratulations to Michael and Ryan. You guys both are co-champions. You guys both earned half a ring, and I'll be sending your money and your trophy shortly. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, subscribe if you want to see more simulations. I'm going to be simming the playoffs. As I was recording this, the Packers just got knocked out of playoffs. So I'm going to be recording, you know, more simulations to come. Subscribe if you want to see some more content. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Kamish out.